to What's in a Name. It's mango season again and we're getting some really delicious mangoes this time around. Today we'll be using those mangoes to make an easy homemade mango jam without using any chemical or preservatives to it. Let's begin with selection of mangoes for our jam. Firstly, the mangoes which you select should not be very sweet. We'll be adding sugar to our jam for its preservation, and adding sugar to an already sweet variety of mangoes will make the jam sickly sweet, which we don't want. Second point to keep in mind is that the pulp of the mango which you are choosing should be firm, it should not be soft and gooey. A firm mango makes a better jam as compared to a gooey and soft mango. So once these two criteria are met, we are sorted and we can begin our jam making process.
So let us start by selecting our ingredients. First ingredient is mango. We need to chop these mangoes up. Then comes sugar. You can use powdered sugar or granulated sugar. It will melt in the jam. Our final ingredient is lemon juice. So as you can see here, this is a firm mango. It is not very soft. We'll have to blend it. So we'll be doing that now. Once our mangoes are blended, we'll be taking 2 cups of the puree in a wok and we'll be cooking our jam. We will be cooking it on a low flame and we have to stir it to ensure the puree does not get stuck at the bottom and burn. We have to keep stirring every 5 minutes or so. Also, the jam is to be cooked in open. We cannot cover the pot. Once the puree has thickened, we'll be adding our next ingredient, which is sugar. We have added 1 cup of sugar and now we'll mix it well. We'll again let it cook. The next ingredient is lemon juice. The puree bubbles and splutters everywhere and it is very hot, so you need to be careful while stirring, else you'll get burned.
So let's talk about the proportions of our ingredients. For every 2 cups of mango puree, you need 1 cup of sugar and a bare minimum of 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. You can increase the quantity of lemon juice if you want, but it should be minimum of 1 tablespoon. The sugar helps in preservation of jam along with the lemon juice. Also, the lemon juice is the much required acidic punch to cut through your sweet flavor of the jam.
As you can see, our jam is still of a little liquid consistency, so we'll let it cook for some more time. Our jam has thickened and now we'll check whether it is done or not. For that, we'll take a plate. We'll add a little jam to the plate. If it flows, it is still not done. As you can see here, it is not flowing. Our jam is cooked. We'll take it off heat and while it is still warm, we'll transfer it to jars. The jam is very hot, so you need to be careful by transferring it to the jars. It has been around 6 hours that the jam is cooling, and as you can see, it is not flowing, it is in the jelly form. Jam can be enjoyed on bread. It is very spreadable, there are no lumps. You can also enjoy it with some parathas if you like.
Don't forget to transfer the jam to your jar while it is still warm. We don't want it to set in the wok or kadhai or pan wherever you have made it. We want it to set in the container. Use a dry spoon for transfer, and also the container which you're using should be a dry container. Also, because we are transferring our jam while it is still warm, please do not use plastic jars. Use glass jars for its storage and preservation. Let the jam cool completely and close the lid of your jar. When stored in fridge, this jam can be relished for up to 4.5 to 5 months. I really hope you enjoyed the video and that you'll be making the jam yourself this season. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you all later. Bye.